Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy. Welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Hump Day. Hope you guys are having a rockin' week thus far. We are into the home stretch of the summer, folks, which means we're into the home stretch of the third quarter of 2021. Isn't that amazing? It's crazy how fast this year has gone. Today, I have a very good topic for you that I think is very important. I don't think a lot of people talk about it because they don't see the value in it. And that's a big mistake. Huge mistake. And it's all about reputation. So I'm going to give you 4 tips to help you manage your reputation. And a lot of times small businesses, unfortunately, don't see the value in this. And it's sad because it's actually hurting your ability to kind of dominate your industry. And it's so funny because you'll be the only ones doing it, and you'll see, after 12 months, you'll be like, well, wait a minute, I just had the best year I had, in all since I've been in business. And it's all because of you tweaking the way you manage your reputation online. And that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we get to that topic, I want to remind you guys a few things. Number one, last week I had a great episode. I interviewed a great gentleman, and he talked about a super duper event that's going on in Vegas in October. I want you guys to head on over to the show notes. If you're driving, wait until you get to your destination. But head on over to the show notes. I want you to register. If you are an HVAC company, if you're a contractor primary, but if primarily HVAC companies, this event is for you. It's called Epic 2021, and it's in Las Vegas the last week of October. All the information is going to be in the link that I am going to share with you below in the show notes. Again, this is only for HVAC companies. All right. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is I want you guys to do me a favor. If you love the content that I'm doing and I'm giving you on a weekly basis, I want you guys to share this episode, share this content, share this podcast with someone that you think is going to benefit from it, just like you have been benefiting from it. So we all business owners here. We all know other business owners. So it will help me out if you do me that solid and share this podcast with people that you think will benefit from. It helps me help more people when you do that. So I appreciate if you do it. Last but not least, folks, I'm back on the saddle. I am going to start selling my book again. So if you go to lbmsllc.com/book, just head on over to that page. It's a $15 book. But here's what I'm doing differently. Here's why I want you to have the book. It's not so much for the book. The book is awesome. And if you follow everything on that book, you are going to kick major butt in your industry, in your local area. But here's the powerful thing about that book. Because you purchased the book from me and not from Amazon, not only you save $2.97, not only that, you also get a free consultation with me with a free map to your digital marketing business. I am literally going to sit down with you and map out your digital marketing plan for you And whether we're doing it now for I'll map it out for 2022. How's that? And then that way you can see where you're going, what needs to happen so that your digital footprint actually starts making a dent into your industry, and you become the go-to person in your industry. How's that? Isn't that pretty awesome? So all you have to do is purchase a $15 book, and you get all of that from me. That is a $500 value that I'm setting you up. And people say, well, Frank, why are you doing it? Hey, I'm fully transparent. Why? Because I want to help you grow your business. And I want to show you how we can help you grow your business. So if you love the plan and you can't execute it, we'll be happy to execute it for you. And that's why we're doing it. So without further ado, this is time for us to talk about reputation. Okay, this is a very important element in your small business. Now, before I get into the 4 things, I want to answer the question that I get all the time. As a matter of fact, I should put this in a frequently asked questions on my website. Anyway, I'm not going to do that because only people who talk to me about marketing actually ask this question. The question is, people say, why does it matter? Why does your reputation matter? So, but here's the thing. Before getting into the advice, you may, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm going to give you the advice on why it matters, before I get into any of the content of this. Okay. See, it comes down to the fact that your reputation is one of the biggest factors influencing a potential customer's conversion journey from a lead to a client. Okay. See, most people will take a few minutes to check a company's reputation before hiring a law firm, a dentist, a chiropractor, et cetera. Before they do anything, before they hire them, they're going to first spend time checking out their reputation. So if you have a poor reputation, that can mean that you're missing opportunities. Okay. So this is very important. Now, a lot of people say, well, Frank, I get a lot of, you're talking about online. No, I'm not talking about online. I'm talking about in general. So show of hands. I wish I could see you guys. Too bad I can't. Because I want to know, honestly, if you had a buddy of yours, okay, and let's say you had a great experience with an attorney. You had an issue, and this attorney came and helped you out with this issue. And so you had a buddy that he's asking you questions. Hey, Joe, do you happen to know a good attorney that knows about XYZ topic? And you, because you've had this experience with this attorney maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever, maybe just 6 months ago, you say, yeah, call, Joe Stanza, right? And then he says, okay, let me ask you this question. Do you think your buddy, even if he knows you and he trusts you, even if he's your brother, okay, do you think your buddy is not going to check this guy out online? Here's the study. Well, studies say that 8 times out of 10, people will still check out these people online. No matter what you say about this person, they want to check them out online because they want to see if everyone else concurs with your experience with him. Because true or false, there are people who hit a home run every now and then, right? Doesn't mean that they're a good hitter. So if you go to a game and you see, the worst hitter on the planet, you don't know anything about baseball, and this guy is hitting, 150. That's his batting average. For those of you who don't know baseball, that's a terrible batting average. But the game that you went to see him, this guy went 3 for 4, 4 for 4, hit a couple of home runs, knocked in a few runs. This guy was awesome. So that's your reference to him. You know that he's pretty good. But the fact of the matter is that he's not that good. Therefore, but if you see his numbers, you'll see he's not that good. So, it just so happens that day he was a good player. So it's the same thing when someone recommends somebody and says, hey, yeah, I work with Joe Stanza. And then Joe Stanza says, oh, okay. But then you go online and his reputation is shot. And this is what I'm saying. This is why your reputation is key. So a lot of people ask me, Frank, why does it matter? That's the reason it matters, because people are going to look you up. Not just people who find you online searching. No, also people who are referred to you by someone who had a great reputation, So, who had a great experience with you. So even those people are going to look you up. So why does it matter? That's why it matters, because you're going to look you up, and you're going to miss out on opportunities. All right. I've talked enough about that, why it matters. I'm very passionate about it. And people say, oh, Frank, move on. I know you're passionate. All right. It matters, the reputation. Yes, I know. I go a little crazy because I get that question asked of me a lot. And I really want you guys to get this. It's very important. And again, I'm sorry if I keep rambling on it. It's just that important. All right, let's move on. So here's the number one. Here is the number one tip to help you manage your reputation. If you're especially this is primarily for everyone, but this is especially for small businesses, because let's be frank, no pun intended. Small businesses are terrible at managing reputation because we don't have time. We have so many things going on. That's the last thing we're thinking about. But I'm helping you. I'm going to hook you up. This is how you're going to do it. Real simple, as long as you focus on this. All right. So number one, you want to start by Googling your company. See, before you get too far in your reputation management, you want to start Googling your company's name. See, this is going to give you a better idea of your starting point. Okay, so pay attention to positives and negatives, that show up in the search results, because they are going to be it's not just going to be in the Google reviews. It's going to be in other things that you may not even know about. So you want to start by Googling your name. So if you see negatives, think about how you can address or overcome them. Okay, so plan to make changes to prevent, say, similar complaints in the future. Also, you want to make a note of those negatives and where they are so that you can directly address them in your strategy. So this is very important, guys. This is why I'm listing this as number one. So suppose you have a lot of negatives on your website, So in that case, you may want to focus your review strategy on responding to those reviews. So that's what you want to do for number one in terms of managing your reputation. All right. You want to start by Googling your name, and you want to start mitigating some of those negatives. Number two, you want to claim your listings and domains. Now, a lot of people may look at me like I'm crazy right now because they don't know what I'm talking about. But let me tell you something. This is very important. Okay, this is very, 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 very important. So, a simple step that you hopefully haven't overlooked is to register and list your business on all of the major directories. Very, 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 very important. Okay. At the very least, you want to make you want to make pages on, say, Google My Business, the Yelp, Bing, Facebook, and LinkedIn. These are business pages. Okay. I mean, you probably have a personal page and all this kind of stuff. I'm talking about business pages. Okay. The more platforms that you can claim on a page, the better. But that's at the very least, that's what you want to do. So this connects to the tip. Okay. You want to claim your domain. So if your business name is still available on I'll say Instagram or Pinterest, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, and all the other social platforms. You want to claim it, okay? Claim it. If, say, www.yourcompany.com is available, you want to buy that page and you want to claim the Gmail account as well, okay? So let's say you have let's say you don't, your company, like I have, like for instance, I have local business marketing solutions at gmail.com, I claim it because I want to have everything branded to me, if that makes sense. So you going through this process serves several purposes. Number one, to start, it gives your customers even more ways to reach you. That's number one. That goes without saying. It also helps expand your online presence and deliver confidence in your brand by providing the same information everywhere. Now, you're probably saying, well, Frank, this is going to take a long time to do. It's not. I want you guys to, unless you're driving, of course, I want you guys right now to head on over to my website. Go to lbmsllc.com. And on the home page, there's a slider. You're going to see a button that says online reputation. What's your online reputation? So you want to click that button, put on your business name, your email, and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to send you an online presence report. Okay. That online presence report is going to show you where you need to be. So that makes it easy. So I just hooked you up. This is a free report. Okay. It's totally free, customized to you. It takes about 24 hours for us to put it together. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that we're doing, but you'll get it the very next day that you put your information in. Okay. That's going to help you tremendously with this step. So that way you see where you are, where you're not, what needs to be focused on. So don't worry about finding out all these things. Okay. So again, I hooked you up. You're in my podcast. You're good to go. Okay. So before I move on to the next one, let me put another last point of this. So this thing also prevents anyone with ill will for posting, on as your company. Okay, when you claim stuff, it's gonna prevent that. See, others don't even need to have bad intentions to hurt your business. Okay, if someone from a business with a similar name makes a tweet, let's say, potential customers may think it is from your business. You understand? So this is why it's important that you claim everything. And again, when you do this, when you go into my website and it says online presence report, click on that button and the landing page on the home page. It's going to take you to another page. You fill out it's like 3 fields that you fill out: company name, your email address, and your first name. Boom. And it's emailed to you the next day. All right. So let's move on to number 3. You want to encourage and respond to reviews. This is a tip number 3. This is very important too, so pay attention. Reviews are a crucial part of your online reputation, period. That goes without saying. So think of reviews as a modern day, say, extension of referrals to family and friends. Okay, just think about that. So few people buy services without looking at a minimum at a few reviews. And this is what we talked about earlier. Okay, we kind of touched on that. Well, not kind of. I kind of drilled that down pretty deep earlier. All right. But the point I was trying to make is that you want to take advantage of this stuff. Okay. You want to encourage your customers to leave reviews. A simple reminder can do wonders to people. So if you don't have enough reviews, you can also offer discounts or freebies or things of that nature. It depends on the business that you're in. The different things that you can offer, and that's a good thing. Then you want to go out of your way to respond to reviews. Very important, both the good and the bad. Okay. In this case, on the good reviews, you can say something like, "Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed, working with us on, Project X or on this particular issue. We can't wait to work with you again." Something like that. So in the case of, say, bad reviews, you want to try to resolve whatever issue the reviewer is mentioning. So, for example, if they complain about, say, the quality of service or something, you want to offer some sort of incentive to fix that quality of service. Let's say if you're a restaurant and, I had, waiter XYZ was terrible, and you didn't know about it, because sometimes you really know, but sometimes people storm out of restaurants and you don't even know what's going on and you see this bad review. You may want to offer them some kind of incentive to come back, maybe a $50 gift card or something like that. You could try the service again and yada, yada, yada. That kind of stuff works. Okay. So this is what this is doing. This is actually showing others that if an issue does arise, and issues always, we're not perfect people. We don't have perfect businesses. So an issue is always going to arrive. So this is actually showing these others that when issues arrive, that your business or your business owner or your policy of your business is willing to fix these issues. You're not brushing it off, because they know you're seeing the thing, right? So why not address it? So this is very important that you do this. Okay, so number 4, last but not least, you don't create fake reviews. And this should go without saying, okay? It should. But I happen to know that people do it because it's so tempting. It's so tempting to just write fake reviews to promote your business. This is especially true. So this is especially true to make so many fake reviews online are for smaller businesses. Okay. So this is especially true for the smaller businesses that I've noticed, and this is why I'm addressing it here, because I've never seen this with the major corporations or franchises. I've never seen that, but with the smaller businesses, I happen to see fake reviews, and that so they don't get many reviews yet. So people tend to say, let's make up some reviews. But here's the thing, it's going to end up hurting you in the long run. So the bottom line is that someone will eventually realize you have a fake review. And when they do, your reputation is going to plummet a little bit. It's just the nature of the beast. It's so easy nowadays to find out fake reviews, guys. It's easy peasy nowadays in the digital world to find out. So bottom line is, don't do it. Okay. So before I move on and let you go with your day, I know you're probably just reaching your destination. The reason I'm saying that, guys, is most people who listen to me, they intend to be driving. I don't know why. I did a survey one time and that's what I heard. But anyway, I digress. Before I let you go, before I close this episode, I want you to create a reputation as an expert. Okay. So part of managing your reputation also comes down to the content that you create and posts you share on social media. So you want to create content that frames your company as an expert. So you can do this by sharing recent research and guides. And then hopefully people will start associating your company with expertise. So then when they want to, purchase your service, whatever service your company offers, they will just turn to you because you're planting that expert status seed by sharing good content. And again, this is that's part of a content marketing strategy. I don't want to go in too deep into that strategy. But I did want to mention that that's going to help. So let's review the 4 major tips for managing your reputation for small businesses, okay? Because the large businesses don't do this. Number 1, you want to start off by Googling your company. Find out what's going on out there. See what's happening. Number 2, you want to claim your listings and domains. Okay, very important. I even gave you a really cool way of finding out where you are, where you're not, and what you need to focus on. Okay, and it's free. Just head on to my website, put your information. You'll see where you are and where you're not, and then you just take care of it. Number 3, you want to encourage and respond to reviews. Don't let reviews go without being responded to. And also, you want to, when someone leaves your establishment, let's say you're an attorney, someone you just did a great job for them. You were personal injury attorney and you got them $1 million settlement. You want to encourage these people to leave a review. And when they do leave a review, you want to respond to those reviews. And when they leave negative reviews, if they do, hopefully they don't, but if they do, you want to respond to that as well. And number 4, last but not least, very, very, very important, you don't create fake reviews. That's going to kill you. All right. That's all I got for you guys today. Do not forget to go to my website, lbmsllc.com, and click on the link that says Online Presence Report on the landing banner that I have on a page there, and claim and just check out where you are, where you stand in your business as of right now. Very important. So with that, I am going to leave you this week. Until next week, this has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. Take care, folks, and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.